All right, my friends, good evening. How are you? Welcome to another edition of Wednesday Night Live. Craig, good evening. John, it is beautiful. Mike, my friend, how are you? Another great evening here on Wednesday Night Live. I missed being here, by the way, last week. Last week at this time, I was driving north on I-75, and I couldn't really do a Wednesday Night Live. What day is it? Mike, what day is it? It's hump day. You like the jams, eh, Jason? I do too. There is a way to work my outdoor magazine theme music in there. It's kind of convoluted, and I'm almost there, but you know what? I think I like this music so much, I might just stick with this. Hello, Bruce. How are you? How are you, Bernie? Need some Nugent jams in there, huh? Yeah, I'm not willing to pay for them. Things are going well, George. How are you? Fishing from Algonac. What a nice night to go fishing. Ross, my day was absolutely wonderful. How was yours, buddy? Tony, how are you? I saw your report, your fishing report. Very, very cool. Raver Bay, how are things in your neck of the woods? Good evening, Brian. Nice to have you along with us on this edition. Hey, Jason. Jason was perch fishing today. And the reason I know that is because Jason's on the Outdoor Magazine radio show this week, and he told me as soon as we got through recording it, he was going to go perch fishing. Turkey less. That's how you are, George. Hey, I am too, but you know what? That's all right. Hey, Terry, how are things in Shingleton? Johnny, Uncle Johnny, how are you, buddy? Nice to have you along with us once again. Turkey's still avoiding you too. Hey, Jerry. Pay. Hey, kiddo, how are you? 7 today. I saw that. Pay and Rai. Hello, David. How are you? Kevin, nice to have you along with us. Yeah, I don't have my turkey yet. I did go out today and I set up another blind. You mowed your lawn for the first time today. I mowed mine when I got back, I think a week ago. How are things at the farm? Oh, George, I'm in no hurry. I've got till the end of May. And Sergeant Sloppy Joe. Cool. Haven't seen you on here before. Hey, Jim, congrats on your bird. Josh, good evening. Hello, Sal. You like that Wednesday Night Live theme song, huh? I kind of do too. I like that music. It's music that came with my streaming platform, but I like it. I think I'll stick with it. Oh, what'd I get? You hear me now? Why couldn't you hear me earlier? Bears are hitting the baits in Ontario, Brian says. You couldn't hear me before. I wonder why. Jim can hear me all the way in Tennessee. So here's the deal with my turkey hunting. I've only been out 3 times because, I was out of town for the opener. I will hunt tomorrow and I will hunt Friday for sure. And I was going to set up a new blind in the woods east of where I am, where the birds are roosting. Turns out I don't have access to that property. I can get south of there, but that doesn't really do me any good. So I took another Wraith 270 blind and I set it up on the edge of a field for a midday hunt. And I think I might be hunting midday tomorrow. Jeff said he just finished taking 2 people who immigrated here from Germany out shooting for the first time. They asked about the gunpowder smell. I told them it was the smell of freedom. They say, we love it. Wish the folks from here felt the same way. Jeff, you are a good man, and that is a great story. That is the smell of freedom. RJ, what day is it? Wednesday, May 4th. May the 4th, Star Wars Day. It's hump day. Yeah, I've been thinking that a midday hunt might be a good idea. Just tomorrow would be the perfect day for me to hunt midday, except for I've got to pick up Carter, my grandson Carter, from school and take him over to his high school trap shooting practice. But I might sneak a hunt in before then. Good evening, Lane. How are you? Nice to have you along with us on this edition of Wednesday Night Live. Sometime here in the next few weeks, we'll do a couple of Wednesday Night Lives away from the studio here. We will have one. Hello, Randy. How are you? We will have one with our friends from Brenton, USA Hunting Rifles. I don't know exactly when that'll be. Mike King, the owner of Brenton, is on a Kodiak bear hunt right now, or maybe a grizzly hunt, but he's hunting a big bear with one of his Brenton USA guns. Now, when he gets back, we will do a Wednesday Night Live with him looking at my new gun, hopefully shooting it. And then there's going to be another Wednesday Night Live when I get the new Angler Quest. I talked to Brad Dupuy of Angler Quest the other day. He said mine is scheduled to be built in the next week or so, to be started in the next week or so. So hopefully sometime here before too long, I can, I got to make that text go away. I can do a Wednesday Night Live from the new Angler Quest as well. Good evening, Judy. How are you? Well, yes, now that you know what day it is, of course. Your son shot his midday. A lot of people shoot a midday. And the toms right now, first thing in the morning, are not real. Did I chop off the tip of my thumb? Not that I know of. I just got a little boo-boo. Didn't cut it off. Judy says she's doing great. Lane is doing great. Paddle fishing Saturday and turkey hunting Sunday here in North Dakota. Good for you. Paddlefish is something we don't have here in Michigan, that's for sure. So the toms in the morning right now have been pretty quiet and also quite reluctant to leave the hens. Now, as the season goes on, that'll change. As those hens spend more time sitting on the nest, the toms will become more active, more vocal, more receptive to calls. But right now, the thinking is in the middle of the day, when the hens are off doing their thing and sitting on nests, that the toms, the gobblers, the longbeards are looking for some love. And I've talked to several people the last few days who have taken birds midday. So I think I might give it a try. Jim says the same thing. Toms are gobbling like crazy on the roost, but then they hit the ground and nothing. Zip, nothing. I can hunt birds when I can hear them gobble. I'm very confident because I know where they're at. I know how to respond. I know how to call. I know whether to sit there. I know whether to stay. But if I don't hear them, it makes it really tough. Rob says he thinks spring is finally there in White River. Bernie says the afternoon delight. It would be a delight to shoot a bird in the afternoon. Have I ever done that? I've shot them at noon before, but I've never shot them in that noon to 2 p.m. period. I have shot them at noon, but that was after I sat there from sunrise too. No skunks yet, eh, Rob? Hello, Sam Sports, SAMK Sportswears. How are you? I'm doing great. How are you? Some states you have to be out of the woods by 12. I know it. First time I started turkey hunting in Ohio, that was the way. It used to be that way in Michigan years ago. Not anymore, thank goodness. All right, so what's on my list here? All right, it is the month of May. The weather so far hasn't felt like May, but the forecast for next week is pretty good. Looks like it's going to get pretty nice for several days in a row. So that should change things considerably. It should make the water temperature go up, change the fishing activity. It should get the birds more active, should get the morels popping. Hey, Ken, how you doing? Hey, Ken, I meant to talk with you Monday night when I saw you there at the meeting. I didn't get a chance. I think this one is going to have Lowrance on it, Ken. It doesn't really matter. I mean, whatever they put on, it's fine because it's a boat that I only keep, as you know, for a couple of years. The last, I've had some problems with Lowrance units. And though the Garmin that I had last year was pretty rock solid, I was not that, it was nothing special. I mean, you get these 12-inch units, they're all beautiful, right? But I didn't think the Garmin was anything extraordinary over the Lowrance. So I think they're putting a Lowrance on it this time, but we'll see. What's the deal with the single hens seeing them all over? Kevin says. Midday. Well, Sam, I don't know. Can I talk with you about outdoor fishing and apparel manufacturing? Here's the deal with me. I have exclusive deals with my advertising partners. And I do have a company, versaskins.com, just change your skin for the season you're in, that makes hunting gear. So I'm going to have to pass. I appreciate the offer, but I'm going to have to pass. Gobble, gobble, Jason, exactly. And pretty soon it'll be time to get the Thermacell out. I did see my first mosquito in the blind yesterday. Little tiny one, but he was there. Humminbird. I've never used Humminbird, Jerry. I think they're all good units today, aren't they? Okay, so I will hunt tomorrow. I don't know what time yet. Never find morels in my woods, but I do have lots of ramps. Now I know that name, Bernie. I know the name leeks as well, but ramps, I'm not quite sure what it is. So help me out. I mean, I know it's obviously a mushroom type fungus that you eat. Help me out. I don't know. 5,273 mosquitoes dislike that Thermacell comment. Hello, Chris. How are you? Nice to have you along with us tonight. Morning and throughout the day. Humminbird, Eric says Humminbird is so easy to use. He loves it. Johnny Bowler, the Bear Whisperer. Speaking of that, and somebody just asked me, who's on the show this week? This is my opportunity to get into that. Jason Karstens was on with us earlier, too. Coming up on the Outdoor Magazine radio show this week on 33 stations across the great state of Michigan. Also, the podcast of it, they're Wild Onions. Okay. Also, the podcast, Jason Karstens of True North Guide Service kicks us off talking about springtime salmon and trout and perch fishing in the Sioux area. Then Johnny Bowler, the Bear Whisperer. Now, I bring up Johnny in the show because this is the time to apply for your Michigan Bear Tag. More on that in a second. Brenda Archambault, the Sturgeon General, joins me next to talk about protecting those giant spawning fish. Nick Green of MUCC with an update on their commercial guiding issue. I at first thought it was the commercial fishing issue. No, it's commercial guiding. And then Tom Weston from the DNR makes me aware of something that I didn't know about. Who got the wraith here? I'm trying to see it. Doug, you will love the wraith. Now, I'm not going to tell you it's going to guarantee you a bird, but it's the finest, most inexpensive see-through hunting blind I've ever used. Hey, Michelle, how are you? Hi, Jeff. Nice to have you along with us, too. Did you know that if you buy your Michigan hunting and fishing licenses online, as I do, I've never seen this before, but there's a box on there that you can check for auto renew. Now, they're not going to automatically renew your license, but what they are going to do is send you an email reminder that it is time to renew, and you can follow up with that. Hey, Danny, how are you? Hello, Heather. Nice to have you with us as well. Jim says you can't beat the Wraith 270. Go to primaltreestands.com, primaltreestands.com, and use the promo code Avery, and you can get one for $199.42. primaltreestands.com, click on the Wraith 270, use the promo code Avery, and you can get one for $199.42. Any recommendations for big, heavy current river fishing? Heavy jigs. Jason took his youngest boy turkey hunting this back weekend, had 2 small jake in, quarters, something spooked him, did have 11 to go to, but fun to be out in the wilds, absolutely. Mike says, do the Rapid River knives sell fast at Jay's? I was there a few weeks ago and they didn't have many to choose from. It might be better to order them online, or do they stock often? Rapid River knife is something like this. This is a handmade Rapid River knife made by Rapid River Knife Works in the UP. This one is mine. There are others similar to it, but none are like this one because this one is mine. It's handmade, custom made for me. Do I waterproof my blinds? No, I don't. I don't. Oh, I'm talking too loud. Okay, sorry, buddy. Mike, I don't know. I know that Jay's sells Rapid River knives. I thought they had a pretty good selection. Now, if they've sold through them, I don't know when they'll get restocked. So, yes, you can buy Rapid River knives at Jay's, or you can also go to their store at Rapid River Knife Works on US 2, just outside of Rapid River, or you can go to the website rapidriverknifeworks.com and order them that way. I'll be more quiet if you're turkey scouting. No, I won't. And then in hour number 3 of this week's show, we're talking, my goodness, the robins are fat right now, aren't they? That thing looked like a little football. We're talking about bass fishing in the Great Lakes and Michigan with Jerry Gostinik of Great Lakes Bass Fishing. And of course, we wrap it all up with wild game chef extraordinaire Dave Miner. Jim says he hunted with his 270 in the pouring rain and never got wet. I have hunted out of the 270s many times in a rainstorm. Not only do they not leak through the roof, but that also they don't come through the see-through mesh, which is weird. How's my boat coming along? I talked to Brad Dupuis of Angler Quest a week ago tomorrow, and he said they hope to start my boat in the next week or so. And if I remember right, it takes about a week to build them. So we're getting there. We're getting there. I do know of people who do spray their blinds with silicone. Jeff says it's worth the trip to Rapid River. Awesome knives, good food nearby, awesome drive. It is. It's a nice drive. Does the wind cut through the blinds? I don't think so, Brad. It's surprising. You can see out that mesh, yet it doesn't let a lot of rain through and it doesn't let a lot of wind through. It's really quite surprising. They're very, very impressive. Very impressive. Anyway, so that's who's coming up on the radio show this week. Following up on May and Johnny Bowler and bear hunting. May is the time to apply for your Michigan bear and your Michigan elk tag. Why? This is always the speed I talk at when I'm on the mic. Sawyer's. I don't know what Sawyer's. Oh, it keeps the ticks away. Okay, got it. Martin bought 3 of them. I think I've got at least that, maybe twice that many, actually. I love those things. Okay. This is May. In Michigan, it's the time to apply for your Michigan elk or bear tag and bear tag. I will apply for both. I will apply for a Michigan elk tag knowing full well I will never get a Michigan elk tag. It's not going to happen. But if I don't apply, then I know it's not going to happen, right? So there's always a chance. I will spend most of my resources applying for a Michigan elk tag through the Pure Michigan Hunt because you can apply multiple times. So that's where I'm going to spend my money. Bear tag's a different story. Bear tags in Michigan. In fact, I hope to have Cody Norton on the radio show next week to talk about the logistics and the nuances and the system that is the Michigan Bear Point system. Got to play the win. Got to play to win, right? Bill says, welcome back to Wednesday night. Thank you, Bill. Appreciate that. I'd never even heard of Sawyer's, Mike. That's a good tip. After seeing that women's post on your site about stalking a tom and then somebody shooting it out of their side-by-side, I wondered if it would have been a handicap hunter doing that. Maybe. Are they allowed to do something like that, or is it just an unethical hunter? Not being there, I don't know. But yes, some handicapped hunters are allowed to hunt from motorized vehicles. No, we've tried Waxham Cliff, and that's a real problem. There where I am on the inner Saginaw Bay. I'm going to come back to that here. A lot of things I want to respond to right now. First of all, the tubes. We've tried everything. And where I am on the inner Saginaw Bay, your tubes are going to get junked up. They just are. So I have to, midsummer, I pull them and we power wash them, and we power wash them at the end of the year. Would you recommend leaving your pop-up blinds in the wood on public land, or you think somebody would grab them? Not only do I think somebody would grab them, let's see. I think you can leave them on public land in Michigan, but they have to have your name, address, and phone number on them. Would I do it? No, I would not leave them because somebody's going to steal them. And for turkey hunting, it doesn't matter. You take them out in the mornings, pop them up, and turkeys aren't going to care. Finally, I can hear you. This truck Ross sold me up to my phone. It's a nice truck, though. Applying for Michigan elk tag gives me the same anticipation others get on Lions draft day. Maybe this is the year. Danny's going to have 10 points. Where are you putting in for, Danny? Ed applied for Newberry third season. Johnny said he'd give you a good spot. I'm sure he will. He will give you my leftover spot. Mike, don't bother with Pure Michigan Hunt. You're going to win it this year with 2 others. No, you're not, Jim. I am going to win the Pure Michigan Hunt sometime in my life. I am. I can feel it. Hey, Chris, I was just going to say, how are things in Kansas? But it's rainy in Kansas. Put a camera on it. Yeah, you're going to see who stole it, right, Johnny? So I didn't, but I'm going to. Yay. Doesn't get any better than sipping on a little Maker's Mark and talking about the great Michigan outdoors. Amen to that, brother. John says if you leave your blind in public land, doesn't guarantee you get exclusive use to it. Yeah, somebody else could jump in there and use it. Crazy. What rifle for bear? Interesting question. I've never killed a bear with a gun. I've killed a lot of bears with a bow. If you are a bow hunter at all, I would recommend, if you're going to be bear hunting over bait, I would recommend bear hunting with a bow. Recurve, compound, crossbow, whatever. Bears, to me, bears and turkeys are the perfect critters to bear hunt with, to bow hunt with. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. As far as guns, I wouldn't use a rifle. If I was going to bear hunt, well, I'll take that back. If I was going to bear hunt with a gun, my number one choice would be a 12-gauge slug. A big, slow-moving, heavy projectile. That's what I would use. Or 450 Legend, 350 maybe. But again, I think bears and turkeys are put here to shoot with a bow. Jim says he's had a little Maker's Mark tonight too. And I will be. Johnny says what? Camping permit on it instead of using it as a deer blind. Johnny would know. She should, Mike, take you to Rapid River. Okay, so I'm applying for the third season. According to the statistics, this shot is driving me crazy. I got to adjust it a little bit. According to the statistics, that's much better. Now a little bit too much headroom, but I feel better. I don't feel like I got to do this. John says 12-gauge slug did a great job on his Russian boar. Okay, so Sawyer is permethrin. Okay, I know what permethrin is. I didn't realize Sawyer was a type or a brand name of permethrin. Okay, gotcha. Thank you, Heather. Thank you, Heather. I'm going to apply for the third season in Newberry. With just 1 point, I am guaranteed a tag, and I will be hunting the third season with Johnny. The season starts September 25th. And then I'm going to turn around about 3 weeks later and be hunting with Johnny for whitetails in Ohio. By the way, we still have an opening for our Ohio Bow Hunting Outfitters whitetail hunt. That is the third week in October. It's not a free hunt. It's a paid hunt. You're going to have to pay for it. But Bill Piles of Ohio Bow Hunting Outfitters does give us a price break. If you want to get involved in that, we have one spot open. Send me an email to mike@mikeaveryoutdoors.com, mike@mikeaveryoutdoors.com. Love to have you join us. Tony says, how about those fat bottom Bettys? I love the fat bottom Bettys, but I don't smoke them in the house. I smoke them in my turkey blind. In fact, I don't think I can pull it up. I have pictures of me sitting in a blind with smoke just rolling out of it. Turkeys don't care. Turkeys don't care. Okay, what else? Mother's Day, right? This is Mother's Day this weekend. Don't forget about that. God bless our mothers. They are the glue that holds our family together. My beautiful wife, Denise, my mom, Peggy, my mother-in-law, Eddie, daughter, Jessica, daughter-in-law, Jessica. God bless you. We love moms. We love moms. Chris says, absolutely bow to hunt bear and turkey. Still trying to get a turkey to commit. I hear you, Chris. And turkeys are one of those critters that can make you just seem so dumb, right? Goose are another one. Geese are another one. Wedding anniversary on the 9th. Happy anniversary, Martin. Goose fence. I was gonna get ready to put one up, and then Tim, shipping time on the Wraith, Brad. I had mine in about a week. I can't tell you. I don't know. I wish I did. It's an awesome time. I'll tell you right now. You won't feel left out. I didn't know anybody but Mike, and now he has 14 new friends, including Bill, Joan, and don't shoot me, but Bill's boy. It is fun, isn't it, Johnny? I mean, I knew everybody, but a guy like Johnny didn't. He walked in there and felt right at home. So believe me. And we do have guys. We got 2 new guys who are joining us this year. Brent James is joining us. Now, he hunted with Bill after we did. He couldn't make it because of a COVID situation. So he is Neil. Yeah, Neil. He's going to be joining us. Also, Billy, I got a mental block, Billy. I am so sorry. Billy Baird, who is a police officer, firefighter on the Virginia, South Carolina, North Carolina, hardcore hunter and angler. He's going to be joining us as well. Oh, Johnny, I didn't realize you couldn't think of Neil's name. Okay, yeah, Neil, I'm sorry. But we got room for one more. We have room for one more. Love to have you join us. 4 to 5 days, Martin says. That's all it was for his. Doug got his in 2 days. So again, I should pull it up, but I won't. You can remember this. Go to primaltreestands.com. That's primaltreestands.com. Use the promo code Avery, and you can get one for $199.42. Yeah, James is going again, Johnny. Yep, James is going with us. Good evening, Davina. I liked your comment, Davina. I don't remember where you put it, but you said, hey, on the turkeys, just put up 2 blinds and flip a coin. Bob found a few morels tonight. James is my son. James, my son, the dad of my granddaughter, Addie, that I was talking about here last night online in a post on the Facebook page. Oh, his baby girl is going to have a baby girl that I will be able to take into the woods with me. Congrats, Chris. That's wonderful. Wonderful. Chris, a Michigan guy now living in Kansas. Remember, if you post your turkey pictures on the Outdoor Magazine Facebook page, you will have a chance to win that framed collage from Northern Promotions. I think Ed says they're going to draw that winner on June 8th. And all you have to do is post a picture here on my Facebook page. And if you're not watching on the Facebook page, well, that's where you have to go. Mike Avery Outdoors on Facebook and post the picture there. Oh, what else? What else? Again, don't forget about your bear tag, your elk tag. I don't know. Tomorrow. Give me your thoughts on this. Okay. Those of you who have been in the woods, say today, because I wasn't out today. Was I out? Yes, I was yesterday. Okay. If you've been out in the turkey woods in the last couple of days, and I know you don't know my exact situation, but based on what you're seeing with movement of birds, would you do a morning hunt tomorrow, first thing in the morning as they're coming off the roost, or would you do a midday hunt? Give me your advice. Autocorrect, I get it. Yeah, David Bowler uses all his vacation time camping. Johnny, do you have any openings for hunters this fall? Johnny Bowler, the Bear Whisperer, do you have any openings for hunters in the Newberry Bear Management Unit this fall? And I will tell you, folks, if you think that you have enough points to get a bear tag and you want to go bear hunting this year and you live downstate like most of us, you go to Walmart to get a turkey? They sell them there. All right, smart guy, while you're on here, do you have any openings? I would recommend, unless you live in the UP or the North Country and you can find the land, I did put up two. I did put up two of them. I followed your advice, Divine. I put up two blinds. I'll flip a coin. I usually sit off the roof. Most of my birds bed between 8:30 and 11. Yep. All day. Can't do it all day. Can't do it all day. Have to pick Carter up from school and take him over to his high school trap shooting practice. Otherwise, I would do a long one. And then again, about 2:30 till 6. Yeah. Well, tomorrow I have to go to, not have to, I want to go to Carter's trap shooting practice. And then I need to go to my granddaughter Addie's second softball game. It's easier just to put that fence up or use that avian goose spray that Tim's talking about, John. I might just do that. I'll try that. Doug says he'd do a midday hunt tomorrow. Yeah. And get the extra hour sleep, right? Actually, if I don't hunt first thing in the morning, I will get up early and go for my walk. How do you post on Facebook? Well, this is an interesting question. Since I've never done it from the outside, I'm not quite sure how you go to my page and make a post. Can anybody else help Sloppy Joe out? If you can't figure out how to post directly to the page, send me a picture in an email to mike@mikeaveryoutdoors.com, mike@mikeaveryoutdoors.com. Oh, Johnny, what did you say before that? I'm sorry. Johnny said, well, see, Johnny, but they don't know what you said on the show. That's why I'm asking you. They haven't heard the show yet. Johnny says, well, like I said in the show, well, they haven't heard the show yet, Johnny. I do not book until they call and say they have a tag. Because if Johnny gets your money, he's not going to give it back to you if you don't get your tag. Well, he'll hold it for next year. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. It is. It's a great hunting experience. Talking to turkeys is. Okay, John says, I believe right now, because they keep changing it, don't they, John? That's why I can't get a handle on it. They keep changing the darn thing. John says, I believe right now you just click on the mentions tab. That's how I see the posts, but I was not aware that that's how you made your posts. Chris says, mid-morning right now seems to be the time. 10:30-ish is the time. I could do a 10 to 2 hunt tomorrow. I could do a 10 to 1 hunt tomorrow. Maybe that's what I'll do. I can't see that one. Where'd we go here? Big tournament in St. Joe this weekend. Good luck, James. Okay, John says you post to mentions. So Sloppy Joe, here's what you do. You click on the mentions tab and you post it there. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Well, they will, Johnny, but it hasn't aired yet, dude. It doesn't air till Saturday and Sunday. No, they won't, Craig. Large plastic swans won't. None of this crap has worked. None of it's worked. You know, put a string 6 inches above the ground and the geese won't go through it. Yeah, they will. They'll go through it, under it, and around it, and over it. So I put up my goose fence. But I am going to try the spray. It hasn't aired yet, but it will this weekend. Heather says Heather says she couldn't figure out either. That's why she just emailed her picture. Not sure where's the best place to put in for a bear. Danny, you got 10 points, right? With 10 points, I think you can get first season an area like Newberry. Laser pointer. I'll tell you what I'd like to try, Jim. I'd like to try a shotgun. But I live just inside the city limits, and that would be frowned on. Although I think my neighbors wouldn't turn me in. We all get pretty sick of them. Do you mean like a laser pointer on a gun? John says on his Apple device, there is a comment tab below. We're not looking for comments, John. We know how to comment. We're looking for people who want to post their picture on my page so I can share it. When you send me a picture in a private message on Facebook, it is almost impossible for me to figure out how to share them. So I don't even try. So my advice is you go to the mentions tab, as people are telling me now, or you send me an email to mike@mikeaveryoutdoors.com, mike@mikeaveryoutdoors.com. 22 suppressed. What does it do, John? Does it just freak them out and scare them away or what? Peacock call. All these ideas you guys have are so helpful, but they don't work. I'm telling you, these geese out here are city birds. They don't scare easily. They're used to being around people. And I will try the spray. If I can get the grass to taste bad, then the geese won't come up there. Hey, Scott, how are you, buddy? The geese won't come up into the yard to eat the grass. That would be the easiest and best way to do it. Easiest and best way to do it. And I will find that spray and I will spray the grass and we'll see how that works. Short of that, I put up a fence. Yeah. Bushy tails. Yeah. Squirrels are rats that climb trees and geese are giant rats that fly. Patrick says the turkey had been quiet when they fly down in the morning here in Commerce Township. Lockjaw in the morning last week, more vocal from 5 p.m. till dark. Interesting. Yeah, the birds have not been very vocal around here. Peacock call for midday turkeys, Craig says. Even in areas where there aren't peacocks? I mean, domestic peacocks? Huh. Hello, Derek. How are you? Derek says his dog chases anything that moves, and it would chase geese. Yes, I need a dog, but we don't want a dog. Johnny says, if anybody gets a bear tag, get my number from Mike or message me if you want to talk about questions. So what Johnny's saying is, if you want to book a hunt with him, or if you're just looking for advice on how to bait bears, you can message him directly here on Facebook. If you're watching on Facebook, just send him a message. He will respond. Or you can send me a message here or an email to mike@mikeaveryoutdoors.com, and I will get you in touch with Johnny. I'm not going to post his phone number here at all. Richard says, in the comments section, there's an icon of a camera. Tap the camera and your pictures will pop up. Tap the desired picture and send. In the comment section, right. That's if I understand you, Richard, you're talking about if you want to post your picture in the comments. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the new post that features a new picture. You are welcome, Johnny. Okay, it worked. It's posted. All right, so Sloppy Joe, how did you do it? Did you go to the mentions tab and post it through there? Because that's good to know, and I will let others know that. Good evening, Paul. How are you? The Bear Whisperer. We're going to get one this year, Johnny. So Sloppy Joe, did you go through the mentions tab to post that picture? That's I would be very interested in learning that. You have until the end of the month to apply for your bear tag or elk tag. You can apply in a hunting party, though I'm not quite sure how that works. As I said, I hope to have Cody Norton on the show next week to talk about that. He is the guy. You went to the mentions tab. Let me bring that back up. You went to the mentions tab, and it's the first thing you see on the tab. Danny says he just went through the mentions tab. Okay, so that's the way to do it. Now, you're still going to see me, but I'm going to go to my Facebook page. You're not going to see it. And I'm going to go to the mentions tab myself and see if now these new posts show up. All right, Danny, I got yours. I see yours, Danny, and I don't see Sloppy Joe's yet, but I'm sure it's here. Okay. Excellent. So it looks like you just go to the mentions tab, as the folks are saying. Exactly, John said, yeah. Before you change it again. Johnny says, even if I have to go down in the woods and drag him over to the bait, you're going to get one. What John is referring to is Facebook just keeps changing things arbitrarily. They don't give you any warning, and they just do it. And then it takes you about a month to figure out how to work things. Hey, David, good evening. Your brother's on here causing problems right now. You got to do something to keep that guy under control. If it's even possible, right, David? Chris said he just posted. Okay, let me check it again then. And I will share these, folks. You're not going to see them until I share them. or not. Maybe if you go to the mentions tab and click on it, you can see them directly. Let me know. That's a good question. If you go to my, not right now, when we're, well, you can do it right now. Go to my Facebook page, click on the mentions tab, and do all of these pictures show up, or do I have to share them before you can see them? Again, I don't know the answer to that. Okay. Michelle says, Johnny, check your Facebook Messenger. I will tell you this, my friends. If you try to send me something through Facebook Messenger, I probably won't see it because I hate Facebook Messenger. I hate it. Ugh, hate it. John says you can see them under the mentions tab when people post. They don't show up to my post until I share them. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Good to know. So all you need to do is tell people to say, I can't figure out how to post to your page. Go to the mentions tab and click on that and post your pictures there. And then I, in turn, will share them so people don't have to go looking for them. Excellent. This is good to know, folks. Appreciate it. Thank you. Good to know. Yeah, David said, it's not surprising Johnny's causing problems. That guy's a troublemaker, isn't he? You're the calm brother. There's no doubt about that. Excellent. All right, my friends. I think that's going to wrap it up. I need to get to bed. I need to get my sleep so I can get up early and go turkey hunting. Although I think we decided I'm not going to get up real early for turkey hunting. I think I'm going to do about a 10 until 1 o'clock hunt. I think that's my plan for tomorrow. If I do any good, I'll share the pictures. I'll try to get some video. I'll share that as well. Wind again this weekend for the Bay. What the heck? Well, and then I see 80s, Scott, 80s for next week, which makes me think those are going to be southwest winds. Problem-solving night. One of the great things about Wednesday Night Live, it is, because it gives me a chance to interact with people that I don't normally get a chance. Thank you. Ed says, good luck in the turkey woods. Patrick says, good luck. Just in time to say goodbye. Well, better late than never. Are you trying to get your wife mad at you? Probably not very hard, is it, David? All right, Davina, thank you. Well, geez, Mike, I hope I answered him. All right, my friends, have a good night. Thanks for joining me on this edition of Wednesday Night Live. My name is Mike Avery. The email address is mike@mikeaveryoutdoors.com, and the website is mikeaveryoutdoors.com. Looks like the weather's finally going to turn, finally going to get nice, and I hope you have a chance to get out and take advantage of it. All right, my friends, thanks for checking in on this edition of Wednesday Night